Hi guys. Believe it's Monday. Yeah, Monday. Um, so in my last video I had mentioned that, and yes, this is coffee. I feel terrible. I was supposed to give it up. But that is I think the second cup I've had since I gave it up like 2, 3 weeks ago. So overall not bad. Not bad. I'm justifying it by the fact that I don't like to waste anything. Like I don't like to waste anything. So, when I quit having coffee, I was like, okay, so boyfriend's still gonna have coffee. So I'll just make half a pot because we used to drink up half a pot each. But so I'm making him his half pot, but he doesn't always drink it. Like today, he went out and left early to go have breakfast with his coworker. So, he didn't have as much time to drink. So he left like, usually what's left over is like a literal cup, right? Not like a mug cup, but like a physical measuring cup. So anyway, today there was like a full mug cup. So basically the size of my face. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Anyway, um, yeah, so in my last video, I had mentioned that I'd never met an INFJ female, and I actually wanted, I, it's, so I wanted to somehow, not somehow, for some reason, I want to say, I do have a reference point though, like, H collection here on YouTube. The woman's name is Alex. She's an INFJ. And also another one on YouTube is this girl named Michaela. She's known as Pretty Boy XO. And then she has smaller channels that are more personal, I guess. One is called XO Michaela, Micayla. They're both INFJs. So I do kind of have like a reference point of what INFJ women are like, kind of, right? We're all different. And I do really, not really, but I fear that because when you get into MBTI, you like really get, one of the things you run into is that there's people, professionals, I don't know, of the opinion that is probably with all types, but yeah, I think it's with all types. But so, with INFJ, as with all the other types, there's a like INFJ-T or INFJ-A. And the T is the turbulent one, stands for turbulent, and A stands for, I think, agreeable. Not sure. But basically, it's like one's difficult and one's not. And I fear that, like, the reason I've not met INFJ women in real life, I think there's a lot of them that are A's. And I do not like agreeable people. Okay. I for sure am a T because I just um, can get really aggressive if need be, kind of fast. Because it's like I said in my last video, I need to make an acronym for that. I do not care what people think of me. I don't care what the public thinks of me. And I do not relate to the public at all. Like, and that became saliently clear to me that I'm not like the general public when masks were out. Like, immediately, bitch got aggressive. Like, bitch was not having it. And I can see through bullshit so well. And I think that T's, that's where we shine, is seeing through the bullshit. I think there's probably a lot of INFJAs that were just like, oh yeah, let's double mask. And that's just so embarrassing to me. Like, I don't know, like I really like that Jesus's penchant or disdain for like things like taxes and stuff like that. is well known because like his aggression showed right when he like flipped the table or something. I'm not sure what they were, why he did that. I don't know if it was taxes or what, but the man did not like greed. The man did not like greed. The man was basically a socialist, and he had socialist tendencies anyway. I don't want to put a political label on Jesus, but like, yeah, I just really like that. That's one thing that he's known for, besides being a carpenter, because my boyfriend's a carpenter, and I love that. There's not a hotter fucking profession that a guy could be to me. He builds buildings. He makes homes, like one of one homes, basically. Like so well built. I love the down to the lumber that they use. It's just so, and he works with one other guy. Like this is a small family run thing. Like I fucking sex on sex right there. What am I talking about? um so yeah, I do kind of have a reference point on what women, INFJ women are like. These women probably tease too. But yeah, I wanted to clear that up because even though I haven't met one in person, and we are pretty rare, I feel like a lot of YouTuber women are like ESFPs. I see ESFPs all the time. Anyway, moving on. What I do want to, I'm not sure what I'm going to title this video, but I kind of want to talk to the four sides of my mind, of the INFJ mind, women's mind, by highlighting other examples of what's going on in here. So ENFP unconscious. I was thinking, okay, do I know an ENFP YouTuber? Yes, Helen Anderson, excuse me, sorry. Helen Anderson. Very, very ENFP woman. Like, they're one of the few types, well, actually, a lot of the types you can tell just by looking at them what they are. But yeah, very clearly ENFP. And she's okay. I feel like she's more agreeable than not, really. She's fully vaccinated, probably bought into the whole mask thing. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've watched her videos just because, like a lot of ENFP women, she's pathetic in love. Like just scratch the type thing. Just like a lot of women in love, she is just with love, in love, both. She's just really pathetic, and it's shocking because, like, especially in her case, like, she, you might not have heard of her, but like Helen Anderson is like a top tier YouTuber, at least in by for the British people, for British YouTubers. She is a big fucking deal. She has won a lot of awards. Not a lot of awards. I don't know. I have no idea actually. She's won awards, and she's been around for a long, long time. And she just knows what she's doing. So anyway, ENFP unconscious. I can see it. Like I can see it. Like, oh man, I should have watched some of her videos because I can't even really remember what she's like. Like, kind of annoying, but you know, I think we are all kind of annoying in some way, and that's kind of how I'm annoying in a way. Then another part of my mind is the ISTJ superego. Uh, a ISTJ YouTuber girl, if you want to see what one is like, is Madison Sarah. This girl is so interesting. Because ISTJs are just such fucking nerds. Like they're such fucking nerds. Um, their glasses are so funny. They're always, and my ex-boyfriend always had these too. They're like ovals, like sideways ovals. It's like I could never wear those glasses. Or, just I would just, yeah, because I don't think my ENFP unconscious would let me. But Yeah, they're just so funny. They're, I don't know, they're really particular. They're really particular. They're really how do you say, like, motivated. Uh part I really like the word particular to to describe ISTJs. But yeah, I like Madison Sarah because she seems pretty well balanced. Um, she's very upfront with the fact that she likes to be alone. She likes her alone time. I love that her unconscious is very much not her unconscious, but her subconscious. What is it? Subconscious. Her ENFP subconscious is fully in her fashion choices. She dresses so not unusual, but very, how would you say it? Just the way that she dresses is yeah, we'll just say unusual. It's very creative. And it's very much, beats to the her own drum kind of thing. And I love that for her. And she's very successful. So good on her, because I feel like because of her fashion, especially, she really does make her just she makes fashion more interesting, especially to the girls that are watching her, the girls that are obsessed with her. Because I'm sure they a lot of the times they don't understand it. She does get a lot of backlash for the way she dresses, but it's like, hey man, that's what makes her happy. And then lastly, ESTP. This one, it's not that it's hard. It's really not. Um, well, it's kind of hard. I feel like ESTP women are really good at faking feelings. Like they're master feelings fakers. Shut up. Just emotions and stuff like that, and like, and being spiritual. And I hate them because of that. I hate them because of that. Um, there's this one girl. Her name is, I'm kind of debating which one I should talk of first, but we'll just start with the easy one, I guess. But there's a girl named Caitlin Ray, and she's relatively young. I'm fairly certain she's not even in her 30s yet, but she's living her best ESTP life, and I love that for her because, like, if you go to her channel, it's just her traveling the world, partying with this other girl, uh, something Basca, I don't know, but they're just so funny, and like they're so wild, and I love that for her because it's like, even though I like couldn't do that at all, I could not ESTP that I could not extrovert that fucking hard. Like the way they do it is like, whew, man, these girls are exhausting. But I really respect Caitlin Ray because she is ESTPing in a way that doesn't hurt other people. I truly feel like ESTP women are really, really manipulative, really, really prone to mean girl syndrome. Like, oh my God, probably second only to the ENTJ. Like, oh my God, they might even be worse because they're much more on the down low about it, and they like to come off as so self-aware and sage like, right? INFJ unconscious, subconscious, like that's going to be a propensity. But I don't know. And I don't know, I want your guys' opinion on there's this huge YouTuber called Hitomi Mochizuki. Mochi, like the shit you eat, and then Zuki. I don't know how. I think a while ago her video was just like, one of her videos was just recommended to me in my feed, And it's like, then you do a deep dive in her YouTube channel, and it's like, man, is this a fucking ESTP? Like, because her channel is all about like spirituality and being celibate. Like, it's she's just like a lot of YouTubers where she's got a wheel of videos, you know, like it's basically four types of videos, and it's fine. Like, you know what, like the YouTube is a business for a lot of people, and if they have found a, you know, if they have millions of viewers and they make lots of money off YouTube, and they, because they found a, you know, set of videos that works, because each one is very clickable, whatever, you know. But from an outsider view, um it's like, whoa, like you're super formulaic, and that's fine, again, for the same reasons. Like, if not only just because people are, you know, I feel like, especially when you get into your 30s, you kind of realize, like, yeah, there are kind of four things that you constantly struggle with. Like, for me, it'd probably be job, outside purpose, like outside of my job, um being comfortable around other people, just realizing, like I went to the Christmas party. I did go to the Christmas party, my boyfriend's company's Christmas party, on Saturday. And like, it just kind of reminds me that of these feelings I get when I'm around a lot of extroverts, especially extroverted sensors. um I think one of his coworkers, is, I think he's an ESFP. He has to be, because he actually spent a lot of the night karaokeing loud volume in the corner by himself. But I love that for it, and it was good. I'm not dogging him for that, but it's like very, very performative, right? That's what the ESFP is. It's the performer. But you know, they do very much not mince words. And you know, I was sitting there, and I was very, just sitting there politely smiling, you know, with my boyfriend, just kind of being not on his arm per se, but it was just like, I told him before we got there, I was like, don't fucking leave me, because like last year he was with this baby the whole time, and the baby's mom, and I was I was stuck with the, not stuck, I was with his ISFP dog of a coworker. Like, this guy's like probably in his 50s, and just a dog, you know. Just, I ISFPs are just so romantically obsessed. They love romance. They love, um just, it's just, they're just so funny. But anyway, I told him, I was like, don't fucking leave me this year, because I also knew, I love the ISFP. I love ISFPs. Like, I love ISFPs. I feel like they're so real. They can cut through the bullshit of life to a level that INFJs just, we don't get very often. Like, they're really, really raw, and I fucking love that. And I feel like that's why I think Theo Vaughn is an ISFP, because he very much just, he cuts through that bullshit. ISTPs do that too, actually, though, but they're much more, uh, I guess, just cold about things. If not, like, they can be very obsessed with the past. ISTP, and I guess that's what Theo Vaughn is. Like, he's very much obsessed with his past. That's actually why I can't even really watch him anymore. I can't watch his podcast anymore, because he's so like, it's like, yeah, we know about your dad being 100 years old when you were born. Um yeah, we know the stories of you being poor, and you know, it's like, we kind of know, we know, we've heard the story, that story before. shut up. Who cares? I don't know. But yeah, it's like why I also think Hitomi Mochizuki is an ESTP is because did I finish that point where it's like her videos are they're so the world of the ESTP where it's like finding new friends, um, containing your sexuality or just sexuality, being celibate, and traveling. Like that is the life of the ESTP. Um, which yeah, Caitlin Ray also does a lot of traveling, a lot of guy action. Caitlin Ray is I haven't watched a lot of her videos, especially recently either. So sorry, but yeah, it's she's much I think she's much better. I think the reason I like her better is because she just contains her sexuality at least on in videos like there's not she's not a serial dater, um and she's not constantly featuring her relationships like Hitomi is. Hitomi's constantly like just she's very relationships obsessed, and that hasn't changed with her realizing that she's like a bisexual person. I think mostly lesbian. It's just always like sex, 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 be celibate, travel, 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 spirituality, spirituality. And I kind of hate hearing about spirituality from extroverts. Like I love when they are. It's very good for them, but I don't like to hear it from them, especially women. Like they're just so they seem kind of more power hungry with it, and it's like a flex, and I just don't think that you should flex your spirituality. I feel like it's very much a just walk it, don't talk about it. Like don't talking about spirituality is so strange to me. It's so strange to me. Like even with gurus, I just uh I mean, and don't they always come out to be just these fucking dogs that um abuse their power. It's just it's kind of an inevitable thing. They are not uh immune to the true thing of you don't meet your heroes. Do not meet your heroes, people. Don't meet your heroes. Don't look into your heroes. Like I feel like that's why that ultimately is the reason why celebrities now do not have the power that they did 50 years ago, because 50 years ago we didn't know shit about the celebrities that were out. We didn't know anything about them. We didn't know what they were really like. We didn't know what they looked like in the morning. Da 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 da. We didn't know. Sometimes, right? Tabloids have always been there, and so it's like we've always had glimpses into what their relationships were like, but at the same time, it's like we weren't for sure because it's a tabloid. Like they'll say just about anything to sell magazines, right? But now we got the fucking receipts being posted on a variety of websites. We have videos, just screenshots galore from their own phones or somebody that's directly, you know, corresponding with them. And then, yeah, they are just so much more ex- accessible now. So there's a lot of people that have met and then they put out an expose about, man, what they're really like. And it's just like, man, like, yeah, that's what the other one said too. And it's so demoralizing. Because it's weird not having, I think ultimately it's a good thing, but it is weird not having it's weird seeing the demise, the destruction of the star, of the role model. Like, there really aren't very many role models now, um, except for the ones, and this is probably why it's amazing, why it's yeah, because the people now that are role models actually have something to say, actually have something to contribute to uh public consciousness. Like, who's coming to mind? Whitney Webb. That girl's fucking amazing. That girl's fucking amazing. I fucking love Whitney Webb. INTP, I'm fairly certain. Um, she's amazing, and the only thing that that bitch is doing is helping humanity, right? She's not talking about her fucking husband. She's not talking about her fucking kid. I'm not sure how many she has, but I know she has at least one. um she'll mention these things, but she's not on Instagram, because that's antithetical to what she's doing, to what she espouses information wise. um she's not, I don't know. I love Whitney Webb. I fucking love Whitney Webb. I love INTP women, like, when they're out there, when they really know their shit. Like, I don't know. It just reminds me of the first girl I ever fucking loved. And it's kind of sad because she's a cartoon, but Daria, like, why am I getting emotional? Like, that show, I know it's just a cartoon show on fucking MTV, but Daria, like, before that and even since that, like, there have been so few fucking women that I've met that I could relate to. Oh my god, like, Daria really, really, really made me feel less alone. And it was so fucking hard because, like, as a kid, we were so poor. So I didn't have MTV. So I would only, like, catch an episode so rarely, so fucking rarely, when I went to my cousin's house. It was like the time had to be right, the day had to be right. I don't think it was on every single day. I have no fucking idea. I don't remember. But it was such a fucking treat, and I really appreciated it. And, like, with seeing Whitney Webb and that Emily Catalano that I mentioned in my last video, like, it's so good to see that INTP women are out here and making contributions to the world, obviously in vastly different ways. Like, those INTP women could not be more different, really. But oh my god, they are just such powerful forces of good, and I cannot tell you how much I appreciate them. Oh my god, we're already 28 minutes in. Holy fucking shit! I should stop talking. But yeah, those are the four sides of my mind. That's why I'm so cool. I'm just kidding. But not, I'm amazing. I don't know. Yeah, the party was just, it was good. It was good. I do love to see my boyfriend happy, right? He's an ENFP. He needs to be around people. And I've always encouraged him to keep being around people, keep visiting with these people. I don't have to go every single time. Like, please don't make me go. But please keep doing it. And yeah, they're good people, but it was definitely like, there were moments of, like, I think the ESFP at one point said, like, I can't wait to see Wendy let loose, let her hair down. And I'm just like, and my hair was down. It was like this. It looked a lot better though. I still haven't washed it. I'm sorry. But I said, but nobody heard. I was just like, my hair is down. I couldn't be more down. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's so, I just, I can't perform. And, I have that INFJ thing, and maybe this applies to all quiet people, but it's just like, HRH talks about this sometimes, where it's like, no, she doesn't actually. But it's just really hard to talk. Like, it's really hard to talk. And when there's a certain number of people, where it's impossible for us to chameleonize to mirror, because there's too many fucking people to mirror. And you know, just in general, like we are true introverts. Like we just don't, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. But it's hard, I guess, you know, when somebody calls you out for being yourself. It's just like, man, I don't know what you expect me to do right now. Flash you all? Like I'm cool, man. I'm cool. Like cooler than you are. Like not like that, but like, you know what I mean? Who says that? Calmer than you are. Uh who says it? Calmer than you are? I think it's, yeah, The Big Lebowski. I love that movie. I love that movie. Oh my fucking god. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go because it's already been 30 minutes. So thank you for exploring the four sides of my mind with these women. Let me know what you think about Hitomi. I'm not 100% sure she is an ESTP, but she just kind of has a lot of check marks next to her name. But yeah, either way, all these women are great. Women are great. Um, Women can be great, and I really like it when they have no apologies and no when they're not so fake about, I don't know, who gives a shit what I think? Who gives a shit? Bye.